Hi guys, this is Yuberi. Welcome to South Goa, where hidden gems like Butterfly Beach awaits the adventurous soul. Today we are taking you on an unforgettable trek from the Butterfly Beach parking area to this secluded paradise. Buckle up for the journey through the muddy trails, dense forest, and breathtaking coastal views. Let's dive in. Our adventure begins at the Butterfly Beach parking lot, just off the main road from Palolem or Agonda. If you're driving from Palolem Beach, it's just 3 to 4 kilometers north and 10 minutes ride. And from Agonda, it's roughly 10 kilometers or 20 minutes drive. The parking area is small, dusty, clearing where you'll pay 100 rupees for your car. Better to arrive early between 7 a.m. to beat the heat and enjoy the beach in peace. If you arrive around 10 to 11, though, it will be too sunny, guys, and the humidity is more there. So I would prefer to be there in early morning so that you can enjoy it in peace. From the parking lot, you get two options. Either trek the entire way or take the jeep service for the part of the journey. The jeep costs around 250 rupees per person for a return trip and 200 rupees for the one way. It's a bumpy 5 minutes ride covering just about 1 kilometers of the roughest terrain, dropping you closer to the beach. The jeeps are rugged, perfect for dirt tracks, but they kick up dust, so face mask is compulsory here. And if you're coming in two wheelers, I think that would be your best option because you can directly reach the butterfly beach near, like, max to max 500 meters should be the trekking. You can complete it easily, so you can avoid all this muddy trek. And if you are up for the full adventure, the trek from the parking lot to Butterfly Beach is around 1.5 to 2 kilometers, taking you around 20 to 30 minutes depending on your pace. The trail starts with mud road, narrow, uneven, and often slick after the rain. Watch your steps as the rocks and roots can trip you off. Study shoes are the must. Flip-flops won't cut it there. The path is shared with scooters and jeeps, so stay alert for passing vehicles. You can notice that the area is covered fully with mud. It's all like in a red color there, and the grasses and the leaves nearby plants are all covered with dusty mud. So I would prefer just getting the mask would be better here if you're doing an adventurous trek to avoid the dust. And as you leave the parking area, the mud road winds through the open fields dotted with cornada berry bushes. The air is filled with mud and the scent of earth and that greenery, you can feel it here. But in the monsoon season during the June to September, the stretch can be muddy and slippery as well. So check the weather before you go. There are a lot of cashew trees on this way, as you notice.
चपले कने पर दिल में उमंग हर मोड़ पे फैला है हरियाली संग झरनों की बातें पत्तों की चाल ट्रेकिंग का मजा है बेमिसाल चल पड़े बटरफ्लाई बीच की ओर सपनों के रंगों से भरी है ये डोर समंदर की बाहों में जब पहुंचेंगे तितलियों के जैसे हम भी उड़ेंगे उड़ेंगे रास्ते पथरीले पर मन है साफ हर कदम कहे बस कर आगे का ख्वाब नीला आसमान ताज़ी हवा हर नजारा जैसे हो कोई दुआ पसीने की बूंदें लेकिन चेहरे पे हंसी यही है तो असली जिंदगी की खुशी दोस्तों के संग बातें हजार बटरफ्लाई भी बीच है बस कुछ ही कदम पार चल पड़े बटरफ्लाई बीच की ओर सपनों के रंगों से भरी है ये डोर समंदर की बाहों में जब पहुंचेंगे तितलियों के जैसे हम भी उड़ेंगे रास्ते पथरीले पर मन है साफ आसमां ताज़ी हवा हर नजारा जैसे हो कोई दुआ पसीने की बूंदें लेकिन चेहरे पे हंसी यही है तो असली जिंदगी की खुशी दोस्तों के संग बातें हजार बटरफ्लाई भी बीच है बस कुछ ही कदम पार चल पड़े बटरफ्लाई बीच की ओर जहाँ मिलती है सुकून की छाँव और हर थकावट भूल जाए दिल ये बोले यही रुक जाए समुंदर में डूबे
Now the real adventure begins. The forest trek is a dense, shaded trail surrounded by towering trees and thick undergrowth. And it's about 1 kilometer through the forest, and the trail is marked by white signs on the rocks or trees. If you have got GPS, download offline maps for South Goa as mobile networks are spotty here. And but the trail is very straightforward, guys. So you don't need to worry about the trek route. So it's pretty much the jeep route which we can travel. But do avoid taking any deviations in this middle of the forest because you're not sure like where you end up. So just keep an eye out for the natural landmarks like small brooks or clearings. Crossing these streams is a part of fun, but they can be slippery. So take it slow. The forest is alive with sounds of birds, insects, and maybe even hit Indian flying fox bats flitting above. It's safe during the day with no major wildlife concerns, but stick to the daylight hours and avoid trekking after dusk. And as you notice, few travelers are returning back from the Butterfly Beach after their visit. So you can notice even the jeeps and bikes traveling in the same route. So there is no worry about you losing the track here. So if you follow the same route, you will reach the Butterfly Beach. As you notice, this is the parking spot for the two-wheelers. In case if you are coming in two-wheelers, so this spot would be the one which you will park here. And from here to reach the Butterfly Beach, it's almost near, like hardly 100 meters to 200 meters the distance. So you can easily trek from here. And if you're coming in Jeep also, he would drop you here. From here, you need to do the last 500 meters of the trek. And in case if you are feeling any hungry or wanted some energy drinks, you find a small shop here, so you can get the lemonade drinks or some juices, some snacks here. So you can order it from here, have it. So since while going we had a lot of energy, so we directly visited the beach, and while coming back we had to do a pit stop here for some energy drinks, and then we returned back to the parking lot for their so this beach is good, but only one thing I would say is visit in the early mornings, guys, so that you can enjoy the beach in peace, and you will be able to see the dolphins also in the early mornings. Because later in the afternoons it will be like warm, the dolphins would have gone inside the beach, like inside the ocean. So the chances are would be minimal to spot them. So I'll be covering those in the next videos. Do watch out for them. And the trek to this is not that difficult, guys. So it's quite easy itself, as the distance is very less and the slope is also not that deep. So even if you're coming with family or kids, you can easily do this trek. But one thing I would say is do get some masks because there's a lot of dust in that route. And I have shortcuts also while going. I have discovered some hidden routes to avoid this muddy road for some extent. So I'll be showing that in the next videos.
चप्पले कंधे पर दिल में उमंग हर मोड़ पे फैला है हरियाली संग झरनों की बातें पत्तों की चाल ट्रेकिंग का मजा है बेमिसाल चल पड़े बटरफ्लाई बीच की और सपनों के रंगों से भरी है ये डोर समंदर की बाहों में जब पहुँचेंगे तितलियों के जैसे हम भी उड़ेंगे रास्ते पथरीले पर मन है साफ हाँ, हर कदम कहे बस कर आगे का ख्वाब ओह, नीला आसमां ताज़ी हवा हर नजारा जैसे हो कोई दुआ पसीने की बूंदें लेकिन चेहरे पे हंसी यही है तो असली जिंदगी की खुशी दोस्तों के संग बातें हजार बटरफ्लाई पीछे बस कुछ ही कदम चलो पड़े बटरफ्लाई बीच की और सपनों के रंगों से भरी है ये डोर समंदर की बाहों में जब पहुँचेंगे तितलियों के जैसे हम भी उड़ेंगे बीच की ओर सपनों के रंगों से भरी है ये डोर समंदर की बाहों में जब पहुँचेंगे तितलियों के जैसे हम भी उड़ेंगे रास्ते पथरीले पर मन है साफ हाँ, हर कदम कहे बस कर आगे का ख्वाब ओह, नीला आसमां ताज़ी हवा हर नजारा जैसे हो कोई दुआ पसीने की बूंदें लेकिन चेहरे पे हंसी यही है तो असली जिंदगी की खुशी दोस्तों के संग बातें हजार बटरफ्लाई पीछे है बस कुछ ही कदम पार
After about 15 minutes in the forest, you'll hear the Arabian Sea calling. The trees part and the butterfly beach is nearing. This semicircular curve is a stunner with golden sands, tortoise waters, and rocky cliffs framing the shore. The trek is about 1.5 kilometers and feel worthy every step. When you see this untouched paradise, unlike Goa's busier beaches, it's quiet with only few people and travelers soaking in the serenity. And why do we call this as a butterfly beach? It's named for its butterfly shaped curve and colorful butterflies that swam the hilltop. If you're lucky, you might spot dolphins playing offshore or the seashores and goldfish during the low tide. There are no shacks for stalls here, so bring water, snacks, and a picnic if you plan to stay. Just remember to pack out all trash to keep this gem pristine clean. After soaking in the views, you can trek back the same way. It's about 25 minutes uphill to the parking lot or hop onto the jeep if you took the service. The return trek is a bit more painful, so pace yourself and stay hydrated. If you're feeling extra adventurous, ask locals about the hidden trails 250 meters before the beach entrance that leads to a honeymoon beach another secluded spot nearby. I'll show that in the next video. Here, Butterfly Beach is more than destination, it's an experience basically. From the dusty mud road to the lush forest trek, every step brings you closer to the Goa's hidden paradise. Whether you choose the jeep or go full on adventurer, this 1.5 kilometers journey is one you'll never forget. So grab your shoes, pack some water, and hit the trail. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep exploring. This is a Berry signing off.